What's happening, everybody? Welcome to my new YouTube video, and in today's video what I want to talk about is the topic of Confluence. Everybody brings this up, and there's some hidden myth in the industry around it that suppose if you can find Confluence, you're automatically going to make a winner. And I'm here to tell you that is not the truth about Confluence. If you're new to my channel, my name is Drew Bishop. I'm a trader, an investor, and an entrepreneur. And like I said, in today's video, I want to discuss the topic of Confluence. So what I've got for you guys today is a live analysis on the dollar Swiss. Now, I'm filming this video on Wednesday. I don't know if Saturday, if the trade is going to play out, but I wanted to give you guys a live example. So in this video, I've given a live analysis on the dollar Swiss, basically use Confluence to find an area to enter the market, and then kind of showed some different tools that you guys can use for your Confluence as well. So I hope this video's got something that you can practically apply to your trading today to make you a better trader. And I hope you guys enjoy it. So with that being said, I'll see you on the video. All right, everybody, welcome to today's video. And like I talked about in the intro, in today's video, what I want to talk about is what is Confluence, how to use it in a price chart, and then kind of give you guys a brief example of what an analysis looks like and kind of how you use Confluence in that analysis. So let's get started. Starting with the dollar Swiss on the daily time frame. Just for disclaimer, I'm filming this on what is it today? Today's Wednesday, so I don't know if this is going to work, but I want to give you guys a live example, and so I thought this was the best way to do it. So here we go. Shout out to the webcam, doing a little different today. So first things first, on the daily time frame for me, what I want to figure out is what has most recently happened. And most recently, we have made a bullish push above structural resistance. So with that in mind, I anticipate a move higher. So when I'm going to go down to the 4-hour time frame and the 1-hour time frame, I know I'm automatically looking for a buying opportunity. So dropping down the 4-hour time frame, I'm going to go ahead and just delete this real quick. But the first thing now, so we're looking for a pullback, right? We know we're looking for a buying opportunity. So let's look for some Confluence. And once again, when I say Confluence, all I mean is that when different things align, when things align together in a certain area. So the first thing I like to do is, number one, look for market structure. And what I mean by market structure is this little level of support right here. It's like a little shelf, right? The market pushed up, kind of consolidated, and then boom, we popped up. So the buyers found some support in this level before pushing the market higher. So Confluence point number one, we've got market structure. All right, now let's look for some other tools. Another couple thing that I like to use is a Fibonacci retracement. So if you use TradingView, it looks like this right here. So I'm going to click it, and I'll just take one for my little swing here. For my swing high, from my swing low to my swing high, right? Swing low to swing high. And as you can see, look at the number respected, 61.8. From a Fibonacci standpoint, I mean, that is the best number that you can have, right? 61.8. So now what do we have? 2 points Confluence. So Confluence, once again, is just when two things align. So in this green box of market structure, we now have a 61.8 Fibonacci level. So I'm going to zoom out my chart, and I'm going to come over here. So here's my next swing, from swing low to swing high. This is just a bigger swing, right? So I'm going to do the same thing. This is basically Fibonacci Confluence. So I'm going to take one from the swing low, click it, and drag it to the swing high. Now what do we notice? It's kind of almost covered up here, but over here to the right, we've got that blue 50%. And for me, that is my second favorite Fibonacci number, of 50%. And what that represents is basically 50% of the overall move. So now, we've got 3 points of Confluence within this zone. One is market structure. Two, and here, let me do this. Let's do this. Confluence points. You guys can maybe write this down if you want to. So we got market structure. Not a very good typer, as you can see. We've got 61.8. We've got 50%. So we've got 3 points of Confluence now within this level, right? So I'm going to delete this stuff, kind of make it a little bit cleaner. I'm just going to delete the Fibonacci's. But just remember, we've got 3 points here. So what is another couple things we can use? So one other thing I like using is what's called a Fibonacci extension. It's just another version of using Fibonacci tools. So I'm going to click this button. It looks right here. I'm going to click it, come click my high, and drag it down to where the first pullback was. Now I'm going to zone it up and see if there's another level in here. We've got the 127. It's a little bit higher, and the 1618 is a little bit lower. So for me, this won't be anything. But another thing you can do is what's called an inversion. So here's that same move, except instead of going up to down, I'm going to go now down to up. So notice I'm going to click from here to here, and then bring it back up. So we've got the 1618. Once again, it's a little bit higher. You remember the other ones were kind of in the lower zone here, so I'm not going to add that one in. I'm just going to take it away, kind of keep it really clean, right? There's always ways to make Confluence. So if you do have Confluence, you want it to really line up, not perfect, but almost perfect. Try not to make it work if you can. So the next thing I'm going to do is look for what's called an ABCD pattern. So basically there's two ways to do it. One, we can measure this most recent pullback. So swing up, swing down. So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to click this pullback, and I'm going to drag it onto the top. Well, that wasn't ideal, but I'm going to drag it, where are we at? Here we are. I'm going to drag it to the top, and notice what happens. That one-to-one measured move, or ABCD pattern, aligns up perfectly where those other Fibonacci numbers were. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to try to add, if I can get in here, add into this zone. So now we've got an ABCD pattern. All right, so now that's 4 points of confluence. So once again, we've got the market structure as one, we've got the 61.8, the 50%, and now the ABCD pattern. And the last thing I'm going to do is see if this one works as well. I think it's going to be a little bit too long, but I'm going to try it. So basically this swing looks like this. Swing low, swing like this. So I'm going to take this leg now. Let's see if it does the same thing. Boom. Another ABCD pattern. So 4 ABCD patterns, right? And all I'm doing once again is using technical tools to align. Using technical tools to align. So I've got a second ABCD pattern. So what does this now tell me? Let me get this out. Let me get myself out of the way and get this here. So what does this tell me? This tells me that this little green box that I found of market structure now has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points of confluence within it. So we've got the market structure, we've got the 61.8 retracement, we've got the 50% retracement, we've got now the ABCD pattern, and then the second ABCD pattern. So now here's the main kicker to this, right? When people say confluence, and a lot of times you see on the internet, when people say, hey, I found confluence, automatically that anticipates, or it kind of gives off the impression that if you can find a zone of confluence, then the market is going to immediately go to the upside, which I'm here to tell you is far from the truth. It's far from the truth. The only thing confluence does is basically gives you extra confirmation that your different technical tools are aligning. It doesn't mean your trade's going to be a winner. It doesn't mean your trade's going to be a loser, right? But when you have a technical system or you use technical analysis in your trading, all that means is you're trying to build a story into the market. And so for me, I've built this story now that this green box is a great area to look for a buying pattern, right? So now I come over here and look at this box, and what do I see? I see a great pin bar here, a pin bar here, and then a follow through to the upside. So if I was looking to trade the dollar Swiss, which I currently do not, this would be a great entry right here. A stop loss below what? Below this zone of confluence, right? And then depending on how you do targets, it's obviously up to you. But the point of this video is not a signal, is not to see if this wins or loses. It's pretty much to just explain what the word confluence means and try to give you guys a practical, live example about how to put confluence together to build a story in the market and potentially find a price point in which you're looking to get involved in a trade. So I hope this wasn't too confusing. Once again, I used market structure, I used Fibonacci retracement, really twice, and I used 2 ABCD patterns just to find a zone of confluence, which is once again nothing more than a zone where things align. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I wasn't talking too fast, or I didn't confuse you guys, or any of the distractions going on in the video. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you do, please feel free to hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, or leave any questions you may have, or reach out to me on social media, whatever it is. But hope you all enjoy. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your week.